Welcome back and thank you for joining me once again for another 5-minute sheet metal tutorial. The next feature we want to look at is the edge flange feature. The edge flange feature is a very basic feature but an important feature when it comes to sheet metal. It is probably one of the most versatile features in sheet metal. We're going to put our edge flange feature onto our standard base tab. In the last video, I covered the base flange tab feature. In that 5-minute tutorial, we made a plate that was 100mm by 200mm by 5mm thickness and set the material to 304 stainless steel. We can continue with the same file for this tutorial. Okay, I have 5 minutes set on the timer and off we go. So an edge flange is not where we're to be bending the plate, but where we're going to add material to the plate with a bend. Let's look at it. Edge flange. Click. And you can see it just asked me where do I want my edge. If I say my edge is this line here, it's going to put material up to it. If I say it's the lower line at the other side and put the material down to it, there's lots of different settings here. And it's a matter of getting used to moving from one setting to another. I'm going to take my top line and you can see automatically it's given me a preview of my edge. In this preview, that material was added and folded at this point. I'm going directly up over on my flange length. You can see as my preview moves up and down, so does the distance of my flange length. I'm going to click anywhere on the screen and leave it at 49 and click. You can see we now have our flange parameters. The parameters show how far the flange edge is going to travel. On the flange settings, we also have an added flange profile button, which will allow us to check different lines. This is a more advanced option we can explore during practice exercises. We can use our default radius as these are the settings already set for our base sheet material, so the settings can carry over to each feature. We can use a flange length as a blind, or we can select up to vertex, or we can go up to edge and merge. For this example, I am going to use the blind setting at 50mm. We can also have multiple flange lengths where you might have two different lengths, but we can look at those later on. The measurement origin can be set to take the measurement on the inside or outside, or the measurement from the virtual sharp or from the tangent bend. So it gives us lots of options on where to take our measurement from. It also provides an angle setting so we can change the angle if required. I will leave the angle at 90 degrees for this example, set the flange position and set the material inside the bend. This is material outside bend. So now you can see that the bend and the line that we're bending from is on the outside of the material. We can do a bend outside, as in fully outside the bend, or it can be a virtual sharps bend, or it can be a tangent curve bend. We are also given the option to trim side bends, which we can look at in a later exercise. We can create an offset from a bend, create an offset or bend out the way if we require. So we have lots of customization here. The usual settings required are either material inside or material outside. Then there is the usual sheet metal settings, the custom bend allowance, the K-factor setting, and usually a custom relief type. The K-factor is something we will look at on a later tutorial. The K-factor is important, but leave it to the default 0.5 for these practice examples. If I confirm my settings, you can see now we have an edge flange. The edge flange is on our 100mm edge. If I go back to my value again, we could see the measurement of my edge flange. The measurement is 5mm. It is the same material, the same thickness. If I change the material or the material thickness, the edge flange will also change to correspond, but the angle will stay at the setting. If we go back to our sheet metal, we have other commands here. We have a flatten command and an unfold and fold command. I'm going to use my flatten command. If I use the flatten command, it flattens the plate. When it is flattened, we can see the overall length. In this case, it is 252.21 millimeters. When I go back to my sheet metal and click on flatten, you can see now it is folded back up. If we go back to the edge flange again and click on another edge, remember I said if we click on the top one it goes up and we click on the bottom one it goes down. Once again, leave it at 50 millimeters. Click. Now we have folded twice on one plate. If I want to see what that looks like flattened, click the flatten command. I also have another option, the unfold command. If I want to click on unfold, I can click my fixed face, click the bends that I want to unfold, which is this one, and it unfolds. But the software automatically selects the bends for me. All we have to do is click on unfold. The bends fold out flat, and you can now see the flattened plate. If I go and click fold, click all bends, it folds back to its folded shape once again. There are differences between the functions of fold and unfold and the function of flatten that deserve their own 5-minute example. We will cover these after another few basic tutorials. This is the sheet metal edge feature in 5 minutes. If this helped you, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment with what you want to learn next. More videos are on the way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.